Third Wave Systems develops and sells the premier computer-aided engineering software for companies that machine. So our markets are primarily automotive, aerospace and defense, and then their supply chains. I did see an opportunity in the marketplace having the background working in manufacturing. I'm a second generation machining person, so I started at a very young age. My father was in machining and it was a manufacturing engineer as well. There's been a lot of change, but change comes slow for these industries, and there's a lot of resistance to this change. But now with the advent of the tools becoming more and more dominant and more easier to use, I think now there's broader acceptance. In the early days, it was really tough. Instead of trying out something new to make an improvement on a machine, you have to shut that machine down, and in some of our customers, that's $100,000 a minute. So you don't want to shut a line down. The plant manager is not happy. So if you can try making improvements and doing this analysis virtually, make sure that change is an improvement, and then you can put it into place immediately. When we got started, we first of all worked with Boeing, and they were, and then they encouraged us to do some SBIR funding. And then at that time, we got into these really difficult to machine materials, so mostly titanium at that time, and really use that technology or that funding to expand our current capability and to solve some really difficult technical challenges, and then also to validate the software so eventually people would be confident in the results.
Third Wave Systems is unique in that, you know, they were involved in the program and received a lot of funding and started with one person or two brothers, and now they're up to 50 plus employees. And they sell their capability, their service all over the world. And they too were involved with a large defense contractor. So this teaming arrangement that occurs within the SBIR program is really important for a lot of firms, because they might be working on something that's an enabling technology, and that's what Third Wave Systems offers to the manufacturing community.
We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for SBIR. It's that simple. So in the early days, we had some pretty promising technology, but it was just that. And we tried to raise money from venture people and even some of our customers. And the bottom line is the technology, it was pre-venture venture capital. And that's what SBIR was, our lifeline. And the day we won our first SBIR, we celebrated. And the second day, we started talking about what we're going to do with phase 2 and phase 3. So we began selling software, then licensing software to the primes and their supply chains. And what's really only in the last couple of years through this digital revolution I think we're going through right now is that we've always focused on the on-machine optimization, when in fact that's just a small part of the puzzle. And now our customers are using it for process development before that part ever hits the machine. And that's been a game changer. And that's when you can really compress the overall design time to get products to market much more quickly. Companies that have their legacy from their founders back to SBIR, it's hypercritical for this country from a tech standpoint, and I travel all over the world. I haven't seen anything like this. It'd be impossible to start a business in some of our customer markets just because nothing like this exists, and there's a lot of regulations that do exist that are anti-small business. So I would tell policymakers to keep SBIR and make it permanent. It's hypercritical to the success of not only the DoD and the other agencies, but also to the nation from an economic and from a defense standpoint.